What's up, everybody? This is Lincoln Lever, and I'm here with news, notes, and information on the Los Angeles Lakers controversy that's going on right now. Controversy hits the Lakers. Rumors are flying that Lakers president Jeanie Buss has removed all LGBT merchandise from team stores and may be distancing the franchise from so-called woke movements. Los Angeles Lakers team hasn't released any official statement yet, so it's unclear what's really going on. Whatever the truth is, fans are already divided. So from this statement, ending with a two-part question. The first question is, do you think sports should stay out of politics? And the second question is, do you think it is an inclusion part of the game? Pictured on this post is a picture of Jeanie Buss with the words "My stadium, my rules, no LGBT, no woke. What happens on my turf stays on my turf." All right, so that's that. A comment I saw on this: it is her stadium, and she has the right to do what she wants. Keep in mind, it's not publicly announced by the Los Angeles Lakers organization. All right, so for that question, that first question, do you think sports should be out of politics? That is a complex and long-standing debate with valid arguments on both sides. There is no single consensus on whether sports should stay out of politics. Historically and currently, sports and politics have been deeply intertwined at both the individual and institutional levels. Okay, so here are arguments for keeping politics out of sports. Preserving the integrity of the game. Some argue that when politics enter the field, the focus shifts away from athletic excellence and fair competition. Teams and leagues may risk alienating fans, sponsors, and athletes who don't agree with a political stance. A neutral escape. For many fans, sports offer a unifying escape from the divisiveness of politics. The desire to keep politics out is often a desire to protect this arena of camaraderie and shared passion. Freedom of association. Proponents of neutrality argue that sports organizations as private entities should be free to enforce rules that prevent political messaging during games, allowing them to protect their brand and voice their political beliefs. Arguments against keeping politics out of sports. Sports are inherently political. For decades, experts have argued that the idea of separating sports from politics is naive and disgenius. The International Olympics separating sports from politics is naive and disgenius. The International Olympics national anthems at games and public funding for stadiums are all inherently political. Ignoring human rights is a political stance. When major sports leagues hold events in countries with records of human rights abuse or fail to support athlete protests, they are seen as taking a political stance in support of the status quo. All right, continuing on with that. Athletic advocatism for social change. Historically, athletes have used their visibility to bring attention to issues of racial and social injustice. Iconic moments such as Muhammad Ali's stance against the Vietnam War and the Black Power salute by Tommy Smith and John Carlos at the 1968 Olympics use sports as a critical platform. Freedom of speech. Many believe that athletes have the same right to freedom of expression as anyone else, requiring them to be silent while on the job, especially concerning social justice issues, is viewed by many as an infringement of fundamental rights. Hypocritical and selective enforcement. Critics point out that sports leagues often take political stances when it is profitable or aligns with their corporate interests, but punish athletes for speaking out against injustice. The NFL's handling of Colin Kaepernick, compared to its later endorsements of social justice messaging, as a prominent example. Recent perspectives and trends. The debate has intensified in recent years with a notable increase in athletic in athletic activism and sports organizations publicly addressing social and political issues. A 2023 University of Maryland poll found that 51% of Americans approve of professional athletes expressing social and political views, a decrease from 62% in 2020. This indicates that while still divisive, public opinions is not monolithic. In 2024, Paris Olympics saw renewed controversy over Israel's participation in rules around athlete protests, highlighting the ongoing tensions between sports institutions and global political realities. Organizations like the NHL have increasingly taken stances on social movements such as promoting LGBTQ plus inclusion and anti-racism efforts, though not without internal challenges. Ultimately, the question of whether sports should stay out of politics is less a matter of objective fact and more a reflective of fundamentally different ideas about the role of athletes in social and responsibilities of public figures and the nature of sports themselves. All right, so with all that being said, do you think sports should stay out of politics? Yes, I do think sports should stay out of politics. So in conclusion, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Lincoln 1983. Tune in, turn your notifications on for more comments and videos I will post. Thank you.